Guys, I've just finished playing the Outriders demo, and I'm so happy that I actually played that because now I know I don't need to review the game when it comes out in 4 weeks' time. I've learned so much from the demo that I now know that I would rather baste my testicles in olive oil and roast them over a barbecue than play this game again. So, thank you for the demo, I really appreciate it. So let's talk about why I don't actually like this game. Well, there's so many reasons. In fact, it'd be easy to say what I like about the game. One of the boss fights was pretty good. That's the actually only thing I like about. And the perk trees, not too bad. It is pretty lackluster, but it could have been a lot better. But at least there's quite a few decent things mixed in among the incremental bullshit, like 8% more damage to your gun. You see, it's got a bad story, this game. It's got very awful characters. It's got disastrously awful voiceovers. Some of the voiceover artists, not all, but some of them sound like they've just been dragged off the street, given a $5 and says, look, that's your character, there's the script, read it. That's how bad it is. But the story is so poorly written. We were laughing out loud, just watching it unfold. It's like, are you serious? You want us to be invested in that character and in this storyline? I mean, come on. It's garbage. Half the time when you're watching the cutscenes, you feel like the guy who, with the cameraman, has got the shakes. He's all over the place. The camera is just all over the place. I don't know what the hell's going on, guys, during the cutscenes. The camera is all over the place. Another thing, my anti-aliasing didn't work. I had to fix it by going into the bloody code and just editing to give us the option to switch DLSS off. So some of the cutscenes are going to look a bit bad on this, but that's just the way it was when I installed the Game Ready driver. But back to the cutscenes, they have audio problems. A lot of them, it just feels like it's been badly edited, like it's just been cut at the wrong time. You can hear for yourself. He's a
running errands for them, trying to win their meaningless, endless war. You must realize, you're not like them anymore.
Well, so what? I should play at being a god like you.
I am not playing. But you are something even more. Altered and Outrider.
But guys, the real big problem with this game is the clunky controls and absolutely piss boring combat. My goodness, but the control section is awful. It says you can bind all your keys, but you can't. G is hard bound into the game, you can't change it. And I found that out to my horror when I tried to get G's walk backwards for me. I used TGFH. And as I was walking backwards, because I'd leveled up, an accolade appeared. To view your accolade, press G. No, I'm in the middle of a fucking gunfight and I'm walking backwards, you prick. But guys, it's a cover shooter, which means you can't crouch. Basically, it means your guy has no knees, alright? You can't jump or crouch. Two of the basic rules of any shooter. You should be able to jump and crouch. They're the kind of, you know, mainstay of the shooter that's been around for 30 years. You need to be able to jump and crouch, but not in a cover shooter, guys, because you're too stupid to do that. You see, you're too stupid, guys. Us gamers, we are incapable of jumping and crouching. We need a game so that when you press, say, the crouch button, not only will it crouch, it will run you to the barricade and then crouch for you, because you're too fucking stupid to do it yourself. Unfortunately, the game's even more stupid and can't do it. So, yeah, well done. You're standing in front of a barricade, you hit space, and the guy just stands there like a bell end and gets shot, because you've got to be just in the right place, guys. And if you do manage to get behind a barricade, you get stuck to it like a fucking glue. You're stuck in there. You're stuck to it. And then a grenade comes and it's like, fucking get out, move, you prick, move. But you've got to do the right thing to move. You can't just move, because if you move your directional keys, which you normally do when a grenade comes, no, you stay stuck to the wall. You have to press the unstuck button. Yeah, we're all used to doing that, aren't we? And it's the same if you want to get over an obstacle. You and I are too stupid to jump an obstacle, so we've been banned from having jump in this game. Instead, we have a cinematic button that you press if you're in the right proximity to an obstacle, and you will get a cinematic, cool looking jump. As oh, go f yourself. I just want jump and crouch. Fucking hell. What? It's a bad job. Just get on with it. And then there's the gunplay itself. What a pile of shite it is. Third person, which always stinks in a fucking shooter. You press your right mouse button, you aim down sights, and what happens? You get blindsided to your complete left side because all you can see is the back and the back of the head and the arse of your fucking character. I mean, well, I don't know if you can see his arse, but who cares? You can just, basically, the left side of your screen is obscured by your fucking character. So you can't see if there's anybody flanking you on the left. Hey, but why would you want to know that? It's only a shooter. Like, stop ringing your bell. That's about 30 bells already. Oh, f it. These bells. These lots of fucking bells. You see, guys, you'll be walking along, singing a song. And then you'll turn a corner. You'll turn a different corner, guys. And then you will just be presented with the map opening up. And you'll just see barricade after barricade after barricade after barricade after barricade, all lined up, strategically placed. And you think to yourself, could this be a trap of sorts? And you'd be right, guys. Because every fucking battle is like this pretty much in this game. It's all laid out, and then as you walk a bit closer, you'll see them all coming from the other side, and they'll jump behind their barricade, so you jump behind your barricade. And then the whole rest of the time is you pushing up through the barricades, guys. Mother doesn't know where love has gone. She says it must be youth that keeps us fit. Like, stop that. That's through the barricades. I'd rather be listening to that fucker than playing this fucker, I'll tell you that. Like, stop saying fuck off. Then there's the weapons, guys. You pick up lots of weapons. They're RPG'd, like, you know, the usual colours of green, blue and purple and all that. And they're found in loot chests, or if you fight a boss, he might drop a nice one. And you start to get overwhelmed like you do in the Division, and you'll just buy a new piece of armour or something at a shop, and then you'll walk out, and the very next mission you'll drop a better one, so it's kind of like, oh, what the hell. I mean, like I said at the beginning, I think I did anyway, the boss fights are pretty alright. I mean, we've had, I think, 2 boss fights. We've finished the thing. I can't remember whether I had more than 2, but maybe they weren't bosses. Maybe they were just like lieutenants. They were badasses, guys. They were badasses, and they have this ability. Well, they had a few abilities, and you see a little orange bar above the head start to fill up, and that's them charging their ability. You've got to use your interrupt ability on that. So you're interrupting the bosses, and you're firing your fire, and you're shooting them with your different weapons, and he's a massive bullet sponge, and it's just bullet sponge after bullet sponge. And then the game kind of says, congratulations, you've reached the end. Would you like the pre-order? And that's when I burst out laughing and uninstalled it. Oh, and a final thing, guys. If you have no friends and you want to play this in single player, you can. But bear in mind that it's a live service game. What I mean by that is you have to be online to play single player. You also need a Square Enix account. We had to get into a Square Enix account just in order to play the game, and then you connect to their servers, even if you're going to play in single player. And if their servers go down, and I know you're thinking, the fanboys, they'll not go down, it's a big company. But yeah, you need to have the servers up, and you need to be connected to the internet to play single player. So there you go, guys, that's Outriders, coming to a PC and a console near you in about 4 weeks' time. Yours for the meager price of £50. Oh, and on that fucking bombshell, I'm off to cry into my decaf tea at how fucked up the gaming industry is.